Hello, we are live now. Good morning
morning.
and welcome to our 8 to 10 focus from Bologna. So, I know, but you're not in, well, you're kind of in
I
Bologna.
am in Bologna. I am in it's part of the Comune di Bologna.
Okay, so you're,
Don't exclude me.
I'm not. So, if you don't know us, my name's Alex. I'm from England. I've lived in Bologna now for the last 5 years, and we have
And I am Joanna. I have lived in Bologna for the last 2 years, but not directly in the city center. I'm in the countryside.
Exactly. So I want to start with a maybe drinking some water with a very simple question. Where are you from and what's your favorite food?
Mm.
Oh, hey,
Good question.
fantastic. We've got two people. We've got Bretta from Milan. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Hi,
We've got
everybody.
Francesca from Bologna as well. Very nice to see you.
Is our student.
Exactly. Very happy to see our students. And we also have Stefania from Rome. Really nice.
Hi, Stefania, and welcome, guys.
What's your favorite foods? Oh, we have Gianluca too.
We also have Gianluca, who's also a student at Bologna.
And Cinzia. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
That's so nice. What is your favorite foods, Joanna? Oh, we have Ivana too, from Milan.
How about where I'm from? These people don't know where I'm from.
Where are you from?
I must be proud to say where I'm from. I am from Cape Town, South Africa.
Nice.
And I take pride in it. I am the only South African teacher at Bologna Mille. So I need to say it as often as I can.
We love it. We're really happy to have a South African on board. Not just because you're a South African, but because it's you.
Yes, thank you. My heart is full now. So yes, I'm from South Africa, from Cape Town. And my favorite food, I generally love food that is very spicy. So lots of chilies, like curry, and anything, like I really like nduja from the south, the sausage from the south. But because I'm in Bologna, I really love tortellini with broth. I will eat that in summer as well. It's not just winter food.
We should do you watch on YouTube? There's a channel called Hot Ones.
No.
And what they do is that they have, I can't remember how many chicken wings they have, but they have chicken wings with increasingly hot sauce.
Are you referring to like the chili sauce? So they would start with the mild chili, then they would get like,
and then it becomes hotter and hotter and hotter, and they have to interview the celebrity. So the celebrity is interviewed whilst they try and cope, whilst they manage with the hot sauce.
There is a scale. What is the scale called? When they measure the hotness of something. So if you have like an earthquake, they measure it on the Richter scale. And if you have, in terms of heat, it's called...
the Schrödinger.
No. Yes. No?
That's Schrödinger's cat, isn't it?
I have absolutely no idea, but I'm going to look it up quickly.
Something like that. In the meantime, we've got Ivana, who says that her favorite food is pizza or seafood. Really nice. I really love seafood too. We also have Alice from Milan. I think Ivana's impressed about you being from South Africa. She says, wow.
But you never said where you come from, Alex.
I come from England. It's not very exciting.
It is exciting.
England in the countryside.
It's exciting, guys. So Alexander is half Spanish. His dad is English and his mom comes from Spain. I think that's interesting.
But you're like, what are you? Half German, half Portuguese?
half German, half Portuguese, but 100% South African.
Exactly. That's really cool. We also have Sylvia from Florence. Hey, Sylvia. Francesca also says that she's from Molise, but she's been living in Bologna. Exactly. So for 3 years, and her favorite food is pizza or Nutella. Have you ever had Nutella pizza?
I have. We call it a dessert pizza in South Africa.
Okay. And do you like them?
So no.
I think I liked them when I was at university, but now it's too much. It's way too much.
When you're in university or a child, you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. And Sylvia says that her favorite food is every kind of fruit. Okay. We don't need the plural S, so every kind of fruit.
Yeah, it's uncountable if you look at fruit as the category.
Yeah.
And I Googled it. The scale that we measure the heat of chilies is called Scoville.
Thank you, Scoville.
Scoville scale.
Really, really. Oh, Ivana is. So you love Cape Town, but she's from Sardinia, and she's been living in Milan since 2006. Nice, real nice.
I'm taking a guess she's been to Cape Town. That's why she loves it.
I need to go to South Africa, I think. I
need to go to England.
Yes. Oh, we should do that. We should organize. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I went to Johannesburg. So Joburg, I think you say. Maybe not.
We say Joburg.
Joburg. Thank you. Airports, and that's it. Because there was a transfer to Malawi from London.
But you've seen nothing. You've only seen our airport.
Exactly. And that was 12 years ago, I think now. So long time ago.
When we're allowed to travel again, Alex is making a promise. He's going to South Africa. He's going to my city. And I'm going to go to the UK. And
that would be so cool.
Go visit Alex.
So today, if you haven't guessed, we're talking about the history of food. Really cool topic. So, Joanna, can you read this, please?
Yes. History of food. In this focus activity, food quiz, passives, and famous food origins.
Great job.
Interesting.
It should be interesting. Should be very, very interesting. So we have some questions to start. We have a unique dish. Why is unique with and not an? It's a vowel.
You're asking me?
Do you know why?
No, actually. Please teach me.
It's very interesting. So usually we learn that if a word begins with a vowel, so A, E, I, O, U, we have an. So let's, for example, think of an apple. An apple. It's not an apple. That's horrible. But it's an apple. But if you listen to unique, it is not a pure U. It's y. It's with almost like a Y sound. So if you say a word and it starts with a Y, y, then it's just a unique. Okay, it's not an unique, but a unique. Okay.
Awesome.
So listen to the sounds. Listen to the sounds. If it's a pure vowel, yes, an. But if it isn't, a unique.
Yes. If it were to be an, then we'd have to pronounce it an unique dish. But unfortunately, that's not how we pronounce the word.
So it's about the pronunciation of the vowels, not just if there is a vowel or not. Okay, Joanna, can you read number 1?
Of course. What are the most famous dishes from your region or country? Which is your favorite and what is it made from? Very interesting. Now we get to see different types of food. It's going to make me hungry. It's not even lunchtime yet.
Exactly. What's a famous dish from your parts of South Africa, or just South Africa in general?
Oh, well, we have lots of different dishes for the sake that South Africa is very culturally diverse.
Yeah.
So I can't say we have one specific thing. Like it differs as well from city to city. But I'm gonna think of. I have one in my mind, but that's too easy. So it's a roti. There's another one.
Rootsy.
A roti. It's spelled R-O-T-I.
R-O-T-I, and that's it?
Yeah, that's a roti. Of course, you can get different ones. Like you could get a masala steak roti or a chicken roti.
So what is a roti?
It is, the base is sort of like the piadina, like the wrap, but very different. It's a lot softer, and it doesn't get hard when you put it on heat. Like you put it on the stove, it doesn't get as hard.
Nice.
Inside we have a mixture of like meat inside of it, and usually the meat is quite spicy with masala, which makes it burn, which is nice. With some
really cool.
fresh vegetables, like some finely cut tomato, finely cut onion, and finely cut cucumber. Together with maybe like some type of sauce with it as well. But it is amazing, and I wish I could have one right now.
That's really nice. We have Silvio as well, who says that the most famous dish from Tuscany is bistecca alla fiorentina. Obviously very, very famous for their meats. They're very tasty too. Very, very tasty.
But how do we translate that to English? We just say it's like a Florentine or a Fiorentine steak.
I think so, yes. Yeah, we say, maybe we would even keep the Fiorentina section, but yeah, we would change it to steak, of course.
So if there is anyone watching from Spain or from France, which they could possibly be, the steak that she's referring to, it's quite thick. It's a really big piece of steak. I don't know, it's tender, it's really amazing.
Lots of flavor.
But very, very expensive.
What about you guys? What are the most famous dishes in your country? In England, we are laughed at by most of the world, unfortunately. But we have very, very good roast dishes. So roast beef, roast chicken, roast pork, roast potatoes. All of these are fantastic. Really, really good. We have a bunch of different ones. So Joanna, can you talk about Gianluca's?
Yeah, sure. Gianluca says, I'm from Palermo, and in Sicily there are a lot of famous dishes. One of the most famous is cassata. It's a cake typical from Sicily. All right. What type of cake? So I've never had that dish before. I've never had it. I've had the arancini, and I've had the cannoli.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what else I had. I ate quite a bit there in Palermo.
Yeah, I would change just the final sentence. I would change it to, it's a typical Sicilian cake instead.
Definitely.
Something like that. But very good job, Gianluca. Can you bring us a cassata? That would be really cool.
Yes, you come back to school and we see you again.
Exactly. Francesca says that she doesn't know what the most famous dish is from Molise, but she knows that there are lots of typical products, such as, local products, but I don't know dishes. I'm not a good cook. Bless. There's a lot of time now. A lot of our colleagues are cooking at home. So we're all at home. We're doing our wonderful lessons, webinars with you guys online. But then when we're free, a lot of us are cooking. So cook.
Or trying to cook, like me.
Exactly.
The only thing that I'm pretty good at making is water.
I'm sure that's not true. The cake looked really good. Okay, Joanna, can you read Ivana's?
Ivana says, my region has lots of famous dishes like, wow, maloredes. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Maloredus. I don't know.
The kind of
It's also
pasta with sauce.
nice.
Porcetta, a little pig.
I know that one.
Sweet and whatever.
Really nice. So
are the sweets inside of it, or sweets are like after
I think
the pasta?
It's different, yeah. I think it's different because they have the little pig is spit roast, from what I remember, in Sardinia. That's really cool. Really, really cool. And also bread called, panna carasau. You know, I have panna carasau. I'm going to bring it.
Please show me what it is. I don't know.
I'll bring it. I'll be back in a second.
Yes. In the meantime, I will read some of the other comments. Alice says, the most famous dish in my country, in the Puglia region, is rice, potatoes, and mussels. Like mixed together, because that sounds really, really nice. I love seafood, all different types. Pane carasau.
Yeah. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Ivana, but we've been using it almost like you use the pasta in a lasagna. So you have different layers, and then you fill it up with sauce and vegetables.
I've never seen that type of bread before.
You can find it in the supermarkets.
I'm going to look for it when I go to the supermarket this week.
The only problem is, so we bought this a while ago. I can't remember when, but it's been in our cupboard for a long time because we don't use it.
Is it expired?
I don't think so. It's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine, but we'll see. Look. Okay. I'll let you know how that goes. Did you read Alice's?
I read Alice's one, yeah.
And Stefania says that I think that one of the most famous Roman dishes, we just need Roman dishes because it's now an adjective. So Roman dishes is pasta matriciana, amazing, which is made of pasta, tomato, sausage, a cheese called pecorino, which is fantastic as well, because it comes from sheep. Sheep is irregular for plural. It's always sheep. So 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep. Doesn't change. And guanciale, which is a type of bacon. We love amatriciana. I also like, I'm trying to remember. What's the other one?
Carbonara Roman.
Carbonara is Roman as well. I'm trying to think.
I'm waiting for carbonara.
What's the other dish that they have? I can't remember. Roman pasta dishes are fantastic, though.
Yes, I think to.
Gianluca is going to bring some cassata.
I'm going to remember that, Gianluca.
And Lisa is from Canada, and her favorite food is Caesar salad, which I'm surprised of, because I would expect something, I don't know, a little bit more elaborate from Lisa. So
Lisa, if we could ask you this question, what is your favorite dish to make at home while being in Italy?
I'd be curious to hear that as well.
Yes.
Gianluca.
Are you a student? Guys, just to let you know, Lisa is our boss.
Exactly. Exactly. I guess today she is a student, maybe. Definitely with South African food.
Probably.
Okay, fantastic.
Ivana also says zuppa gallurese.
That sounds good too. We're going to have to try all of these Sardinian things.
Yeah, I have a list of the names right now.
Exactly. Oh, good. Good. Yes, exactly. That's what we use. That's what you make with panna carasau, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So, which type of food, Joanna, do you think is the most well-known around the world? The most famous?
I think too. You can beg to differ. You can disagree with me. I think pasta, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want to say pizza because then both of them come from Italy, but I think sushi at the same time.
Yes, definitely now. We obviously pasta is very, very famous.
Yeah.
Ale or Alessi thinks pizza. Pizza is also very, very, very famous and well known around the world. For good and for bad. Obviously, there are lots of different types of pizza. So, for example, the most popular pizza in Sweden is kebab mayonnaise pizza, which...
And in South Africa, we like to put bacon and pineapple on top of our pizza too. You will hate us after that.
Yeah, for good and for bad, guys. Pizza is a wonderful food, but obviously people have different tastes. Oh, so Lisa.
Lisa says, my favorite.
Oh my God.
Julia Child's beef. I can't pronounce that word.
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon. Very complicated, but the most satisfying.
That's what I expected. That's what I expected. That sounds nice. That sounds really, really good. So Francesca, yeah, pizza or pasta. And Ivana, Italian food like pizza and pasta, but Japanese food as well, like sushi. Exactly. Exactly.
And then if you really want to think of like, it's just a specific type of food. It's nothing special, but rice. Rice,
yeah.
Like China, but rice that's a staple. A staple thing in everyone's life.
Giuseppe, no.
No, but to be honest, why South Africans think so? It's not just South Africans. German also think pizza with pineapple. Bacon is salty and pineapple is sweet, so they sort of complement each other.
Definitely, they're very tasty.
It's not so bad.
You have to be in the mood, though.
Yeah.
Which country has the best food? So usually when we ask this question to our students, the majority of them are Italian or live in Italy. And they always say Italian food is the best food. So think of the second best food in the world. That's a little bit more complicated, a little different.
Yeah, now you're looking and you're thinking about other countries other than Italy. What about you, Alexander? Which country has the best food?
So it depends what you're talking about, because if you're talking about a country with variety, then I think we have to think of maybe even like big metropolitan cities. So we're looking at more American, New York. They have a lot of different types of food. If you're talking about, that's the thing. If you're talking about food from a country, then that's very different as well.
Yeah, because in America is not on the list.
Yeah. I don't, but the like barbecue stuff, like the ribs and stuff, are really, really, really good.
That's good, yeah. But if you think of it, for example, American cities, and you say for the variety, but the variety of their food comes from different countries.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just it's a difficult question. Italy has so the nice thing about Italian cuisine is that when you come to Italy, you don't exaggerate, you don't go over the top with ingredients. So you focus on a few ingredients and you bring out the best of that food. I use two phrasal verbs here. Go over the top.
And bring out.
Exactly. And bring out is to reveal, more or less.
Alessi says that I'm taking a guess, she's trying to say that her ears are bleeding because of what I just said. I'm sorry. You should put some cotton wool on it.
Yeah, be sure to make it present continuous, because your ears are bleeding now in this moment.
Yeah, and not my ears, but my ears without the H.
Exactly. Giuseppe, oh, Japan and Portugal. I'm curious to hear what, oh, Ivana as well, Japan. Francesca, certainly. Careful, it needs an I, so it's certainly like this. Italy has the best food, but I think Spanish food is quite good. Good, not well. I
Just
am
use
well.
the normal adjective.
Exactly. Fantastic.
What about for you? You didn't answer my question. You said American, and then what?
I do obviously like it, English foods. That's the thing. So in England, we really love curries. Whenever we talk with Italians, they say, yes, but curry is from India. Yes and no. So it originally came from India, but when Indians emigrated to England, they had to modify their cuisine with the ingredients that they found in England.
Yeah.
So English curry is very different from Indian curry.
The same in South Africa. And I think also a good thing is when we talk about curry, we're not talking about the powder. We don't eat the powder from the box.
Blech.
It's a type of, yeah, like, it's like a stew. You have the curry powder, you have meat, you have vegetables. I think you have potato in it still as well.
Exactly.
Do you eat it with rice in the UK?
Yes, we eat it with rice. Yeah.
Curry and rice.
Exactly.
Just in case anyone's wondering.
How about, in your opinion, what one's the best?
So I love pasta very much. All day, every day. I love South African food very much for the variety and the different spices we use. But I would have to say maybe Argentinian food. Because it's very similar to South African food. A lot of meat, a lot of different spices. Yeah. Or Japanese.
Very good.
I can't pinpoint one country specifically.
Yeah. So pinpoint is, how would we say, to specify to?
Yeah, to specify. To
specify. Okay, and Gianluca says Japan and Spain. And Davide, he's a Maya student in Milan. Fantastic. Hello, Davide. This is my first online lesson and the focus is food. After 15 days at home, I always eat in these days. So I'm eating all the time, maybe I would say.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like Davide. I am eating all the time, unnecessarily.
It's difficult, guys. It's very, very difficult. Okay, let's move on because we have a quiz now. So I want you all to give answers to the different questions. Can you read number 1, please, Joanna?
Certainly. Take this short quiz about food. Test your knowledge of the history of some famous dishes. Number 1, ice cream was invented in A, China, B, Deutschland, in Germany, or C, Mexico.
Exactly. Another thing that I wanted to point out is foodie at the top. A foodie is someone who loves food.
They are crazy for food.
Exactly. It can either be eating food, cooking food, or both of them. They just love food. Okay, so
food.
yeah, it's a foodie. So we have Ivana thinks China, Giuseppe thinks Germany. Where do you think, Joanna?
I think ice cream was invented in China.
In China?
Because I don't know. China is old.
China is old. So try and remember your answers because we'll see the answers in the next slide, everyone. So number 2, the English muffin was first baked in either the USA, France or England? It's a trick question, I think. A trick question. A trick question is when they ask you a question and you think that it's obvious, but it isn't. So a lot of people are saying France. Yeah, so maybe France, maybe the US as well, but maybe not England. It's a trick question though, so it shouldn't be England in theory.
I'm gonna go with England. England made the English market.
Maybe they're trying to do like some reverse psychology on you.
Yeah, it could be working, and you think that it's a trick question, but it's not.
maybe it's just a very easy question. Can you read number 3, Joanna?
When carrots were first grown, they were A, orange, B, purple, or C, green.
So carrots are orange now. I think we can agree.
Unless you're colorblind, and then they're gray.
That's right. But what were they before when we first found them? We have some, oh, nice. We have a bunch of different people. So orange, purple, green. We have no idea. We'll find out soon enough.
Yes, guys, as we're going along with these, just try to remember your answers because after we're going to see who got the most correct answers.
Exactly. So number 4, we have chocolate was first made by either the Belgians, the Italians, or the Aztecs. Where are the Aztecs from?
Peru.
Peru, nice.
I think.
So not European, not European. So Belgians, Italians, or Aztecs. We have Alessi thinks Aztecs. Gianluca also thinks Aztecs. Giuseppe is very proud, and he says Italian.
No, Aztecs are from Mexico. Very
good.
Either way, Peru.
Very good, Gianluca. You get maybe an extra point. Aztecs. Oh, we have a lot of Aztecs. Okay, and finally, number 5.
French fries were created in A, Belgium, B, France, or C, England. Then
again, this looks like a trick question. I don't know. Not England. I'd be surprised if it were England.
I would be surprised as well. But then again, you guys like fish and chips. So those
we love fish and yeah, that's true.
Eat with fish, they are French fries.
They're not French fries. They're like chips.
Like potato chips.
No, so chips in England are thick, like thick cut.
Like the ones that you put in oil.
No, like, yeah, so fish and chips, we have thick cut chips. French fries are the thin ones that you get at McDonald's, for example.
So, Alex, do you know that in South Africa, we really love fish and chips as well?
Yeah.
But we don't call chips. We call them slap chips.
Slap chips?
Yeah, slap chips. Because you put the potato into the oil and then it's sort of
okay.
Just the form.
Slap chips. That's amazing. I'm so happy that I'm partnered with you, Joanna. I get to learn with all of these South African things. Okay, so Belgium is very famous in Belgium. Yes, Gianluca, you did make a mistake. Belgium is very famous for French fries. So let's find out the answers. Drum roll, please, for A.
I'm going to remember that sentence. It's like Italian is very...
Number 1.
Ice cream was invented in China. It was made by mixing rice and milk to create a syrup that was then frozen. I can't imagine that tasting that nice, though.
They do have that, though. In Japan as well, they use rice to create basically little cakes, which are cool. I can imagine it.
I don't think of the rice. I think of the rice water.
It's good, though. It's good. They really, really work it. I'm sorry, Gianluca. I'm sorry. I also showed your correct answer, which is really, really good. Number 2. So congratulations to who actually put China? We
Ivana
had
put
really
we can go
nice.
back and-
Gianluca also put China. Really good. So here we've got 2 from China. Very, very nice. Number 2. The correct answer is the English muffin was actually baked in the USA before it was brought to England.
All right, so we have Alessi who is correct,
Really good.
Ivana and Giuseppe.
And Giuseppe. Really good
Wow.
job, guys. How strange. How strange. Number 3. Drum roll, please. 3.
The answer is B. Carrots were originally purple. The orange carrot was cultivated because it tasted much better than the purple variety.
Very good, Francesca, Julia. Really good job.
Yeah, good job, guys.
How strange, a purple carrot. How very strange.
But maybe in those times it would be seen as normal for us. But
Probably.
now if we see a purple carrot, it's like, that's not what, right?
Exactly. We have yellow kiwis as well, for example. So kiwis are generally green, but they're also making different ones for different flavors. So yeah, maybe in the future a kiwi will be yellow. Who knows? So number 4, drum roll. The correct answer is it was originally made as a drink by Aztecs and Mayans from South America. So good job, Gianluca. Good job.
Say
What?
the word after Aztecs and
Mayans.
So yes, guys, here's the difference in pronunciation. Alexander
It's probably
says
just me making a mistake.
Alexander says Mayans and I say Mayans.
I think Mayans is the correct one and Mayans is just wrong.
Maybe there's a difference in pronunciation.
I think I'm just making a mistake. Ivana as well, well done. Well done,
Ivana
Francesca.
Giuseppe also says it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really good job. So what's the next one?
It's the last but not least question.
It is
French fries. They were created in Belgium. Then they made their way to France.
very good. Very good, Gianluca. Sorry, I showed you a mistake again. There we go. Really good job. Very, very good job. So now you know a little bit more. Remember, when the French say, oh, yes, we created the French fries. No, it was the Belgians.
French are famous for escargot.
Exactly.
Snail.
And all of their foie gras and all of that French stuff. Okay, so congratulations, everyone. You learned something. So everyone is a winner, I think. Very, very, very good. Okay, so we have a staple food. Staple food. I'm going to leave it in the comments and ask you, what does it mean? In the meantime, Joanna and I are going to read the text. Okay, so staple food, what does it mean? Write your answers in the comments. So, Joanna, can you start reading?
Yes. Pasta is eaten all over the world. But where was it eaten first? When most people think of pasta, it is immediately associated with Italy.
Mm-hmm. But some would argue that pasta was in fact brought to Italy by Marco Polo in 1295 when he returned from China. Before that, it had been eaten by the Chinese as early as 3000 BC. But what the Chinese had created were actually rice noodles.
They were similar to pasta, but were made using rice flour instead of wheat. Another popular theory is that pasta was introduced after Sicily had been invaded by Arabs in the 9th century AD.
Wherever it came from, pasta has become a staple on tables around the world. Very nice. So we have a few. So Giuseppe suggests maybe origin. Ivana suggests like basic foods. Davide also basic foods. Nice. So yeah, staple food is a basic food. It's foods that you'll eat maybe once, twice, 3 times a week if it's a staple food. For example, in England, a staple food is potato and bread. These are 2 staple foods in England, potatoes and bread. We have a lot of dishes with bread and a lot of dishes with potatoes. How about in South Africa? What's a staple food?
So it depends because we're, like I said, we're very diverse, but most of the people,
you're right.
And I'm going to say it in South African, in the Afrikaans way, and I will translate it. So it's rice, vleis, and aardappels, which would be rice, potatoes, and meat.
Nice. Can you say it one more time in Afrikaans?
Rice, vleis, and aardappels.
Isn't that beautiful, guys? That's fantastic. So staple food is either a basic food or like a common food. Like rice. I can't do it.
Rice. It's like the word race.
Yeah, rice.
Rice.
Rice. I can't do it. That's very cool. So very Ivana says that she feels very hungry. I'm sorry, guys.
So do I.
I'm sorry.
2 more hours.
You only need to wait. Yeah, exactly. 2 hours and you can have lunch. So another thing that I want you all to do is find the passives. What tense are they and why are they passives? Joanna, what are the 3 things that we need in every single passive ever?
So
we have 3 things.
We need an object.
Which is technically a subject now.
Yes, the object becomes our subject.
Exactly.
We need the verb to be conjugated. And we need a past participle.
Exactly.
And remember, the past participle is the 3rd form of the verb in the past.
Exactly. So every single passive follows this structure. Yeah. Oh, nice. They're already finding them. Is eaten, is eaten. Really, really good. That's a passive too. So every passive always has a subject. So if we take a very, very simple active phrase, something like Alex eats the apple. Very, very simple active. Alex is the subject in this and apple is the object.
Yeah.
And the main verb is eat. So we have apple becomes the subject. So the apple. Alex eats the apple. What tense is that, Joanna? Is that the past, future, present? What is it?
That is a present simple.
That's a present simple. So the verb to be in the present simple for the third person. Third person, yeah, exactly. Better to be safe than sorry. The apple is eaten. Fantastic, Alessi. Very good. By Alex, if you want. So very, very, very good.
Is your verb, the past participle of eat would be eaten.
Exactly. Very good, Alessi.
And what's nice is Alessi introduces by. If we want to talk about the subject from the active voice or the active sentence, we would use by.
Exactly. Very good, Alessi. Very, very good. So for passives, it's very, very simple if you just remember that every passive always has these 3 things. The subject is always the subject. The past participle is always the past participle. But the verb to be changes depending on the tense. So be controls the tense, the time. Okay, so we're finding a lot of them. Really good. Is associated, had been eaten, was brought. Really great. It had been eaten by the Chinese. Fantastic job. So I think we can click through
Yeah.
all of these. Were made, was introduced, had been invaded. So what tenses are they?
So we're going to go through each one. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell us which tense or which passive is it?
Exactly.
For the entire thing.
So
should we start?
yeah, pasta is eaten is
Eaten. What passive would that be?
Pasta is eaten. Is that a past passive, a present passive, a future passive?
Pay attention to your verb to be, everyone.
Fantastic, Francesca.
Wonderful. It is a present simple passive.
That's the present simple. Very good. So where was it first eaten? It's in the question. So let's just make it a statement. So it was first eaten.
As not to confuse anyone.
Very good, Alessi, Gianluca, Francesca. Great job. It was first eaten. What is that? Again, just look at the verb to be. What tense is that? Very good, Gianluca. That's the past simple past. Fantastic, everyone. Francesca, fantastic, Alessi.
Everyone's 100% correct.
Very good. Let's look at the next one.
It is immediately associated.
Again, look at the verb to be. The past participle is always the same. So associated, yes. Eaten, eaten. So you can see present passive. Great, Francesca. Very, very good. Very good, everyone.
Everybody got it. You guys are great.
Super job. Super, super.
We get to the next. Would you like to read it, Alex?
Yeah, of course. Was in fact brought to. Was in fact brought. So it was in fact. So pasta was in fact brought.
Yeah, so pasta would be our subject in this passive. Pay attention to your verb to be again. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Guys are responding really, really. I think they are.
Yeah. No, they are. It's fantastic.
Awesome. Correct.
Let's have a
simple passive.
Very good. Very, very good, everyone. Really great job. So we have it had been eaten. This one's a little bit more complicated because if we look at it, it looks strange. You say, yeah, but now it's got had. Well, that's strange. But remember, it conjugates to the tense. So what tense uses had plus the past participle? Like you can see, be is now the past participle. And then we have the normal past participle for the passive, eaten.
So Gianluca, you're almost correct, but it's not past perfect continuous.
Not continuous, we would need ing for that.
And Francesca is correct. It is a past perfect passive.
Really good. Really, really good. That one's a little bit more complicated, I guess. But remember, so the past perfect is always conjugated with had plus the past participle. So be needs to be conjugated to it. So we need had, and we need the past participle of be, which is been. So had been. Great job, Davide, as well. Really good. I don't think we would use a past perfect continuous passive. That would be, it had been being eaten. I don't think that would.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We don't use the. I don't know if we can. No, I'm not going to ask this question.
I don't think we use it in the passive, honestly. Prove me wrong, though. That's what you need to think of. So just the past perfect.
Time. Let's probably get to the last one quickly. And we would use were made, but referring to the pasta, or the rice, were made.
Were made and was introduced. These are both the same.
Yes, look at your verb to be. Consider one is singular and one is plural.
Exactly. But they're both the same, right? They're definitely not fantastic. They're past passives. Very, very good, guys. Fantastic job.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave you guys.
Exactly. Today. Very good, Alessia, as well. Thank you so much for coming to our webinar. Again, if you wait for 10 minutes, there will be another webinar at your level. In the meantime, if you have any questions, on Facebook, we have MySOS, where you can ask any question you want about English online. Okay? Enjoy your days, everyone. Bye, and thank you.